Okay, so now we're going to do pants. This applies to any kind of pants, men's or women's. This is how I photograph pants. I've got a pair of really cute purple page denim skinny jeans here. I hang it on my screw up at the top so that I can get more of the jean in that like white bright body of light that I have from my lights. You may sometimes, if you have a pair of men's jeans that are just way longer or something, you're gonna have to pull the lights back a little bit in order to get the shot that you're looking for. And don't be afraid to play with the placement of your lights. And when I do jeans, like I said, I like to get a little bit of the hanger in there just as a little bit of a contrast, something that pops and catches the eye when people are scrolling and all they have to see is that tiny thumbnail. For some reason, it just adds a little something, in my opinion, to my photos. So we just come, flip it around. You're gonna have pants where you just can't fix that weird, funky butt area. And anybody that's buying pants understands that that's how they're gonna look. Don't spend too much time trying to mess with that. It's really not worth it. Just make sure you get the whole pant. If for whatever reason you're taking a picture of a pair of pants that are just way too long, or maybe they're overalls, do it in sections. Do the top half and then come down and do the bottom half. Or if you've got heel wear on your pants where it's fraying, just come down and get a close-up shot of that right there under the bright light so that your customer can see the flaw if there is one. So now we're gonna measure. There's a lot to do with that. Okay, so jeans. There's a lot, jeans or pants. This applies to both. And it also applies to men's and women's. So always with jeans, there's a ton of tags to photograph. You're gonna want the brand and the size, and sometimes the brand and the size are not in the same spot. Jeans almost always have some kind of a style name or number, so you're gonna want that. You're gonna want the fabric, especially because women wanna know how much stretch do these have. Get as many photos of those tags as you can, and if you can't find a style name or number on the front, look on the back. These numbers are also sometimes helpful too. Like this is called, they don't actually even call these purple, they call this vamp red. There's things to know, so jeans take a little extra time. Now measurements for jeans, there are several. And this was kind of a method that I invented that somehow seems to have taken root. I'm not saying that everybody copied me or anything, I never saw anybody doing this until I started doing it. So you've got your yardstick, not a soft measuring tape. Yardstick, 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 because it holds its integrity and shape. You're gonna get the waist measurement, and then you're gonna come down here. You're gonna get the hip measurement, which is just about the bottom of the zipper. You're gonna come over top, make sure you're in square, make sure you're oriented properly. Then you're gonna get the rise. So the rise, this is the top of the inseam here, and you're gonna go right from there right to there, and that's what you need. You're just going to get close in on that and photograph that. They don't have to look pretty. These shots won't look pretty. They're just communicating the size. A really big measurement that's important for somebody like me, because the tops of my thighs are big, is right here at the top of the thigh. And so I just go right there where the measurements meet. Where the crotch is, and I just take a flat shot of what that is right there. Now the color here on the table versus the color on the white background is totally different. So I am going to make mention in my listing and say, color of the item against the white backdrop is most accurate representation. That way nobody can argue that they thought it was one color when it was really another. This is a super important measurement, especially for men's jeans, pants, whatever. This is the inseam measurement. So you're going right to the crotch there where all the seams meet, and you're going right down to the hem. Try to get the pant leg to be straight and not crooked or wrinkly if you can, and you're gonna get that entire measurement right there. Very important to get that. That makes or breaks the deal on jeans for so many people, men especially. And the last measurement you want is the opening at the bottom of the ankle. For somebody like me, I like my jeans to fit really tight. That's a super important measurement for me to have. For men, that's a super important measurement for them to have. They want to know, just how, they have like very specific requirements for how their pants lay around their shoes. So get that measurement too. none of these measurements are compromisable. So get them all on every pair of pants that you have to sell. One more note, if you're selling a pair of pants or shorts or anything that has a stretch waist, what I would recommend you do just for yourself is put the yardstick down, hold it here, and then stretch out the waist. This does not have a stretch waist. Stretch out the waist as far as it'll go and see where it'll hit. And what I do is I just take a little measurement shot for myself and I line it up, like let's say it went out to 15, and I'll take that photo for myself, and when I go to list it, I'll put in the description, waist stretches out to 15 inches across, and that way somebody knows, oh, even though it's a 12-inch measurement, it'll fit me because it goes to 15 across. And that is how you do pants and jeans.